And I want to talk about effective networking. Here's the thing I know about networking. I've been to a lot of networking events, and that's what I love about the unnetworking. I've gone to networking events where it's obvious that people are just there to shove their wares in your face and not speak to connecting and learning what it is that your needs are. You ever been to that networking event where somebody just walks up to you and is shoving their card in your face? And you're like, how do you even know that this is something that I need, want, or desire? They don't. It's a very one-sided situation. I've been to events like that, and when I've gotten those cards, I throw them away. But I want to talk about true networking of understanding who you are and how you are. Now, I just put this beautiful sister up on a screen, and I would hope that most of you know her. Issa Rae. Here's the thing I know about Issa Rae. Issa Rae really understood the power and understands the power of networking. Now, we were first introduced to Issa Rae many years ago when she did a YouTube web service or web series called Awkward Black Girl. How many of you remember that? Before she did Insecure, before she did Lovebirds, before she was Catwoman or Spider Girl, she's doing something over there. Before she was a well-known name, she had Awkward Black Girl. And here's what Issa Rae had to say about her network at the time. What she understood was that most of us, we aspire to network up, go to people who have done the things that we're looking to do, and we want to network there. She decided to network across. So when it came time for her to do her series, she had a friend who was a videographer. She had another friend who was a photographer. She had other friends who could write. And she brought them into the network. And what happened was, in giving and serving each other, they grew together. They grew together because a lot of us say that some of the things that I need in community, I cannot access it because we're looking far outside of our reach without understanding the network that we have around us. Now, I live in northern Indiana. And one of the perks of living in northern Indiana is that you have access to this culture of the Amish. 20 minutes up the road, I'm in Amish country. And if you're driving by, if you happen to catch it on a particular day, you might see the Amish building a barn. And what you'll find is you can drive by one day and there are supplies strewn about, and you come back the next day and a full barn is constructed. That's because the Amish believe in a concept referred to as barn raising. Barn raising. This is the power of community and how the Amish utilize that community. What they do is, when it's time to raise a barn, everyone from the community comes and contributes what they have. So if you have the people who are good at framing, they're the framers. You have the people who are good at roofing, they do the roofing. You have the people who are good at painting, they do the painting. And they come together in this process that would take one person or one family 3-4 months to do alone. They're able to accomplish in mere hours because the community comes together to raise the barn. Imagine what your process would look like if we were raising barns as opposed to being the one-man band and raising our barns on our own. We drive by and we watch and we look at each other's barns and we wave. Imagine if there's 10 of us, 10 families come together as a community to build this barn this one day. Build this barn this next day. Build this barn in a week and a half. Everyone can have their barns raised. So there's the African saying, proverb that goes, and I didn't plan on talking about this, so I hope I don't butcher it. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go further, go together. What if you want to go fast and further? What if you want to go fast and further? You need community to do that. But here's the thing that you're going to have to do at this stage of the game. You're going to have to reevaluate your current circle. Reevaluate your current circle, because see, what Issa Rae understood was not everybody was fit to come along, right? They all had their responsibilities, but not everybody was fit. As it relates to community, I'm not saying excommunicate people from your life. What I'm saying is, as it relates to community and what it is that you need to thrive and grow yourself in these entrepreneurial pursuits, grow yourself in your personal development, is that you have to sometimes reevaluate your circle. And in reevaluating your circle, you have to understand that not everybody is going to fit in the places that you are trying to fit them into. Not everybody's going to fit. So I saw this meme on Facebook literally just today. It said, just because they're in your circle doesn't mean they're in your corner. And just because they're in your circle doesn't mean they're in your corner. Reevaluate your circle. So now I'm going to talk about who you need in your circle for community to thrive, for your community to be one of consistent elevation, where we're elevating each other, even if that means we're elevating each other one at a time, right? Because just like Issa Rae, she had her team when she was Awkward Black Girl. Guess who her people are right now, as she's doing the Netflix series and the HBO series and all of that. They contributed resources to grow her so that they can all grow. But who do you need on that team to be successful?